As we all know, Jarvis Landry is the Dolphins' #1 threat. He has 52 targets, 41 receptions for 494 yards and 1 touchdown. Most of his yards so far this year are outside the hash to the left-hand side. 280 of those yards are to the left and 0 to 9 yards. So that's one area that they like to target him, but they did get him deep last week versus the Steelers. You'll see a switch release here. Here's Jarvis right here, and he and the stacked receiver behind him just run vertical routes, one outside the numbers, and then you'll have a receiver going down the seam. Versus this zone coverage, it creates an issue because there's only one deep third cornerback here, and I believe that's the rookie out of Miami, Artie Burns. He bites on the seam route, leaving Jarvis Landry wide open behind him. Now, what he should have done was stay closer to the numbers and split the vertical route in this type of coverage. But again, he jumps the seam route and leaves Jarvis Landry wide open, and Landry makes him pay. So listen in.
37. Tannehill's going to take a shot. Has his man. It's caught. Jarvis Landry. And Miami in business. 38 yards from Tannehill.
So that was a big play last week, but they like to use him many different ways. They'll use him on screens. They'll motion him a little bit here just to see what kind of coverage they're playing. And they'll just set a screen. You see both receivers here, block immediately, get it to Landry because he's really good after the catch, and he breaks tackles and makes guys miss just like a running back would. So that's definitely something that the Bills have to worry about. They need to wrap him up. That's the #1 thing. If he catches it, he could have 8 catches, but as long as they limit yak, that's the big thing. You'll see here he's caused 12 missed tackles on the year. Again, that's like running back numbers. Actually, I think that's more than Ajayi has as their running back. You'll see him run a little crossing route. He'll get jammed up at the line of scrimmage. He eventually gets the release versus the Patriots, and he makes him pay. Not only does he catch it and have space, he'll break the tackle of Jamie Collins, and then he'll run over Malcolm Butler. So he's an athlete. I think that's what Rex Ryan called him. He's an athlete. You always got to watch him. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the play again from another angle. Catches the ball and no one nearby to bring him down and limit the yak yardage. Breaks the tackle, and then just right here, he punishes Malcolm Butler. So he's a scrappy player. He's a guy the Bills obviously have to key in on. The whole passing game is centered on him. I will cover their other wide receiver threat, Devontae Parker, here in a second because he's a perfect complement to Jarvis Landry.